If I can give any advice to all the single girlies out there, it is to walk away at the first sign of disrespect. First sign. Let me tell you a story about this guy that I matched with on Hinge. Let's call him Nate. We went on our first date, and the first date lasted like 6-7 hours. And I thought we had chemistry. He set up the next date to be the week after. And then the day before our next date, he texted me and he was like, hey, I have to go to Vegas last minute, so I'm gonna have to cancel our date tomorrow. So I was just like, oh, okay, fine, just let me know. And because he canceled the date, like the ball's in his court, right? So I just kind of let it up to him to reschedule our second date. But he just went radio silent, no texting, no following up, no nothing for 3 weeks. So I was just like, oh, okay, I guess he's just not that interested. But not gonna lie, I was like, we're not 19 anymore. At least just tell me that you're not interested instead of ghosting, right? Then 3 weeks later, he texted. He said, I got so sick after Vegas, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, is this Nate? Yeah, thanks for getting rid of my number, I understand. So I was like, oh, after you canceled for Vegas a while ago and didn't follow up, I just assumed that was it, which is true. So he said, sorry, I'm bad at following up. What are you doing right now? Not talking to you. Because I didn't respond, that's why there's a little space in between the texts. But he was like, hello, are you still interested in keeping in touch? Let me know. And I said, initially I was, since I thought we had a good first date, but not anymore. Sorry, Nate. He was like, I liked my first date too. Oh, you did? Well, too bad. Why not anymore? There's nothing to lose by going on a second date. I know I messed up and then canceled it to Vegas, but I want to make it up. So he texted me again at like almost midnight. I guess that's a no. Darn it. Yeah, it's a no. And he texted me again the next day and he was like, hey, give me a chance. I couldn't reach out to you as early as I wanted to because I was out of the city every weekend for different reasons. It doesn't hurt to go on a second date. Nate, you're busy and you're bad at following up / keeping in touch. Just a bad combination. I'm really not interested. So sorry. And he was like, just give me one more chance. Also, why did I say sorry? Didn't do anything wrong. 2019 me was way too nice. Moral of the story is when someone shows you who they are, we have to believe them the first time. Don't think about the future. Don't think about the potential. Don't make excuses. Oh, he must be busy. Oh, he must be stressed. Like, no, what's happening in front of you is what's happening. And not all the good memories of you guys from the past or the potential happily ever after that you wish he could be. Like with Nate, we had chemistry and I really liked him. And my parents would like him because he's good on paper. Like Ivy League undergrad and getting his MBA at Harvard. But I still didn't fuck with that because he didn't know how to communicate and he made me confused if he liked me or not. That is a big no for me. And some of you might think like, oh my gosh, if you're this strict and never giving anyone a second chance, you're gonna live your life with loneliness and you're never gonna find love. Well, guess what? That's exactly what I chose. I wasn't talking to anyone at that time except for him. And I still chose to be single because I'd rather be lonely than be disappointed. Because this is where it starts, girls. Something small, a little mistake, something you can get over. And then you'll make excuses for him. Oh, he's just busy. Oh, he's stressed. It's okay. And then it'll happen again and again. And then he'll say, sorry, I won't do it again. And then he'll do it again. And then the next thing you know, you're sleeping next to him, crying yourself to sleep, wondering how the fuck did you get here and why can you leave this relationship? My goal wasn't even to teach Nate a lesson like, yeah, now that he knows that I'm about to leave, he can finally learn to communicate better. I don't give a shit if he learns his lesson or not. I'm out. I'm not gonna be with a guy who only realizes what he has when I'm leaving. Lastly, say it with me, okay? I am only choosing the best for me, and if it's not the best, I am not choosing it.
I didn't know the foundation of my life now was on this dude fumbling.